Yo, what's up? Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing? Aditya, Robin, what's up, guys? Rashawn, you're alive. Hey, what's up, broski? Great. All right, guys, welcome to the London Open. As of always with these streams, we are going to be giving away two 50K accounts and four 10K accounts. So if you guys are new here, essentially midway through the stream, we are going to give away 150K and two 10Ks. And then at the end of the stream, we're going to give away another 50K and another two 10Ks. So stay through, ask some questions, take some trades, and yeah. All right, but I'm just gonna quickly run through the exact setup that I'm looking at. So as you guys know, I make use of quite a few variables, 8 to be exact. But the ones that we can see right now on the chart is I have this orange horizontal line, which is essentially the last week high. All right, so it's quite important to be aware of the previous week's high, the previous week's performance, and in order to do so, we obviously label the high and the low. You can see I've done the exact same with the daily high, daily low. Yes, 1.618 is the Fibonacci levels, and then this gray rectangle is essentially my support resistance zone. So with German 40, I am looking for shorts today. I would like price to come to this 1.618 and even potentially lower, but the main area is for price to come to this point over here. And then as of always, I'll be risking 0.25%. Okay, awesome. So market just opened now. All right. I wouldn't mind entering early, but we're just gonna wait for this this 15-minute candle, and then once we get that validation, we can enter our trade. Right now, it looks pretty good. So the thought process is on the 15-minute time frame, we are currently trading below the 200-day and 50-day moving average. If price can potentially break this golden zone over here, then we can maybe look for trades. Ideally, I wanted to get price slightly at this point, but let's just see what we can get. And it's quite a big trade today, guys. Like, it's quite a massive trade. Chasom, hey, what's up, broski? Very nice bearish push down so far. What pair is this? German 40. Get well soon. I'm not sick. I'm just sniffing a lot today. I don't know why, but I'm not sick. I think it's like a tick whenever I stream that I sniff a lot. I'm not sick. I appreciate that though. Nice trade. Yeah, it's a pretty good setup. Pretty good setup. Hey Shetty, what's up? All right, if you guys do have any questions regarding the setup or anything, let me know. We'll probably do, I think we might get into this trade pretty soon, to be very honest with you. I'll probably just wait for the next 5-minute candle and then I'll consider entering. Please show us how to use fib retracement tool. Okay, I got that. The change of season. Okay, so there we go. Please show us how to use the fib retracement tool, right? So I don't know if I showed you guys my settings before, but if you are bearish, all right, you take your Fibonacci level from the bottom to the top, all right? So essentially like that. And then you can see that these orange lines directly align with my orange rectangle, which is my golden zone, which is the 0.5 and 0.618 Fibonacci levels, and as well as my 1.618 extension. All right. So if you do want to know the settings for my fib tool, this is it over here. You can either take a screenshot, take a picture with your phone, or after the stream, rewatch the video and adjust these settings. But this is essentially how I lay out my Fibonacci levels. And that's obviously if we bearish, right? Now, if you bullish, it's exactly the same, just opposite. So you just take it from the top to the bottom. And my ranges that I usually work with are the daily highs, daily lows, weekly highs, weekly lows. So whenever I do draw my fibs, it's based off those key levels, not a higher low and a higher high. Hello, hello, ho. Hello, ho. Hey, what's up, broski? Guru. Free Movie Junction, what's up, bro? All right, so I'm liking this quite a bit. With this 5-minute candle, I'll probably look for an entry. It would just drastically change our setup from a 1 to 4 to a 1 to 2. But let's see if we can get a better entry. If we can't, and we're seeing rejection within this area here, then we take our shorts. I can't see the pair name. It's German 40. Which pairs do you focus on? So German 40 for London, also GBP, JPY. Otherwise, on New York, I'll trade gold, NASDAQ, as well as Bitcoin. So those are the pairs that I usually focus on. Brother, I have 15% consistency rule, and I already got my target now. I'm over $90. So you tell me a good seven, and I'll take opposite to lose. Got you, bro. Maybe just do the opposite of what we do. I want this funded prop firm. Can you trade Bitcoin and altcoin? You can trade Bitcoins. Can't really trade altcoins. Well, at least not on props. You can obviously like day trade altcoins through exchanges, but not really through like brokerages or prop firms. Your reason, please. For what? The trade? All right, this looks relatively good. To be honest, I think we could even have our stops at the daily high just slightly above the daily high. And then, yeah, so I'll be looking to enter on German 40 now. So shorts on German 40, let me just... All right. So short, what is your RR on this? It's basically a 1 to 2.5. So I'll type it in right now so that you guys can see exactly the trade setup. But there you go. Let me just zoom in. So it's German 40 sells at, I'm looking at, or entered at 24397. 24397. Our stop loss being SL is at 24502. 24502. And then TP, we are looking at 24138. That would be TP2. TP1, I would probably look at 24295. 24295. So with regards to the TP1, TP2, right? You are essentially you can either hold for fully for TP2, or you can close half your position at TP1, then the remainder of your position at TP2. Is that the futures account, Meg? Can you make the screen larger? It's hard to see everything. Try. Is that better? I'll make this huge though. I'll make this really massive for you. So there you go. Oh snap. Okay, so then maybe we can exchange it for a 10K account. Or write it in the chat. Got you. So that's the setup. And then I'll probably move my stop loss to entry. Wait. Stop loss to entry would probably be at TP1. So at TP1, we would move stop loss to entry. Maybe I should buy in this position to lose. If you bought, you'd probably be making money right now. How do you handle your risk? Do you risk a certain amount of your account or fixed lot size? So I usually risk 0.25%. 0.25 to 0.5%. It just depends on the trade quality. But I would say try to stick to a stable risk percentage. You can go static. So static would essentially be, you have like a range of like 0.25 to 1%. But the only thing is, if you lose like a 1% trade, and you usually, once you lose that 1% trade, you're working with 0.25, it's going to take you a decent time to rebuild back to the point where you're happy with, right? So I'd rather stick with a stable risk factor like 0.25 or 0.5%. Can you take a look at NASDAQ, please? We just trading German 40 for London today. NASDAQ will be for New York session. How much on challenges? 0.25%, 0.5%. How long you trading? 5 years. I'm still a baby in the game, actually. But like the 5 years, I had a lot of growth. So in terms of like duration, not too long to be fair. But yeah. Can you share your life before you started trading? Yeah, so basically I was a student, I was studying business. And then while I studied business, I created a mobile application. The mobile application didn't really do as great as I wanted it to. It took a long time as well. And by the time that it was meant to do good, COVID came out and it kind of like destroyed the business, or the potential of the business. And then I was trading, but I was literally like losing $1 and making 20 cents. Like while I was trading, I didn't really know what you were doing. I mean, what I was doing. Then started trading, got in a few groups, some really bad groups, some really, really good groups, and kind of just learned through watching people do. Oh, and also I dropped out of university. So the moment I like went all in with my app, I dropped out of uni. And it was a lot of pressure because I obviously didn't have a lot of stuff to fall back on. So yeah, trading literally worked out and I'm here today, which is crazy. I never thought I would ever become a trader, though, I'll be honest with you. My dad used to like burn freaking math sums and the multiple table times table in my head every single day. So I hated numbers. But yeah. Aqua has the best rules by far, 100%. Like I can actually put money on it. Like I'll vouch for it. Best rules in the game. Brother, if you are a baby, then we are cells. That's pretty funny, I won't lie. I must say AquaFutures have been very helpful with my problem. I'm really enjoying the support. Yeah, they're great. Like support's great, great, great. But I'll try escalate that for you, Meg. We'll try to see if we can swap it out for 10. Damn, now I'm trying to drop out of uni. I just didn't enjoy it at all. So like if you're actually studying something that you enjoy, then obviously stick with it. But if you're not, do something else. Brother, which is good to trade alone or to be with trading communities? Like being alone, good if you are making profit, but then it's also stressing if you lose in the community. We may have yeah, I think you have to be able to do both. All right, so you have to be able to do both. The reason why I say that is because if you are surrounding with yourself people doing the same stuff as you, then you're arguably gonna do better. And like you're gonna be more hungry, you're gonna learn off the people and stuff, but you don't want to become dependent on them, right? Because let's just say if they decide they can't trade or it doesn't work for them or whatever, don't let that impact your trading career essentially. So be comfortable trading by yourself, maximize communities to leverage knowledge, connections, networking, whatever. But don't be dependent on external sources. You have to get that dependence from yourself. What your parents wanted you to be, doctor or engineer? I think my dad wanted me to be in finance. So yeah, not a doctor or engineer, but like definitely within the finance, maybe an accountant or something. Hey, what's up? No, I trade Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for London Open, but I do trade New York Open every single day on my Discord as well. Um, 1.5K subs completed. Crazy. We did that. What did I say? Did I say I think 100K, right? I'll get a tattoo. I'm pretty sure it's 100K. What will be the most important advice you give to someone who wants to start forex trading? Educate yourself, invest a lot into yourself and knowledge. It's not going to happen overnight, and if it does, you need to learn a new skill, and that's how to keep it, just make it sustainable. But knowledge is honestly one of the best things. And if you are starting, again, back to the communities, maybe try getting involved with someone similar to your age or doing better than you that is doing it full time or trying to do it full time. But yeah, I think the most important thing is probably like education. Asian parents are so strict. I literally have to enter a good college and I didn't even tell my parents that I trade. That's crazy. Are you Asian? So I'm half Asian. I'm half Spanish and half Chinese. So my mom was very chill. My dad was very strict. Highest RR, I think it was like a 1 to 80. Like honestly, it was like a 1 to 80 or some stuff like that. Have you ever considered owning a prop firm? No, I haven't. Oh, the trade's moving quite nicely. Look at this. All right, guys. So before I do continue answering questions and stuff, just a friendly reminder that while we are doing streams, all right, you can obviously see that at the bottom of this banner, 65% of future accounts, 45% of forex accounts, and it's only going to be like this for a little bit. I'll be honest with you, all right? So if you have been considering purchasing an account, whether it's a futures account or forex account, genuinely maximize it while it's here, because once the streams are, this is like the early stages, to be very honest with you, but once the streams are actively busy, all of this is going to go. This 65% of futures, 45% of forex accounts, right? But one of the reasons why you guys are here, besides the trades and my great personality, is the giveaway. All right, so right now trade's going okay, like it's not bad. But I'm going to be giving away a 50K futures account and two 10K forex accounts right now. And then at the end of the stream, all right, same thing, 50K and two 10Ks. So is $1 good to start with? Yeah, you just have to be very patient. So what I want you guys to do is just type in AquaTV on the Discord, or just say something sick about the stream. Make sure that you are subscribed and that you like the stream. So first of all, if you don't like this current live video and you win, it's going to be canceled out. All right, I'll be very honest with you, it's going to be canceled out. So make sure you subscribed and you like the video. And then once I pick the winners, I also just need your email address. I think it'll just make it a lot quicker. All right. So let's see. Juliette Irene, 50K account. Congrats. Juliette. Let me just start that. Irene. So, okay, wait. You guys are going quick here. Ariane. 10K account Zen. I'm literally just seeing names and then I'm going. And then Robin Woodman. Robin Woodman. All right, so the 50K account, Juliet, you want the 50K futures account. Zen, you want a 10K forex account. And Robin Woodman, you want a 10K forex account as well. All right, so you guys don't have to type in AquaTV again, but you do have to do it at the end of the stream because then you guys have a chance to win again. Juliet, Zen, and Robin, could you guys just give me your email addresses? So just type in your email addresses for me. And then we can get that going. So happy today. So why not me? I joined Stream Daily from the first day. Jackie, it's random. Don't take offense. It's literally just random. Should we send it here? That is a... I think your name should be fine, to be honest. I think it should be fine. So I just starred your... Who else was it? Robin, right? Yeah. So actually don't stress about the emails. Robin, I just need to start your thing. There you go. So yeah, don't stress about emails. Actually, it's all right. All right, guys, congrats. Crazy. Again, at the end of the stream, just before it ends, we're going to be doing the same thing. So 50K, 10K, 10K. And if you don't win an account, like, just come again tomorrow or Thursday or join the New York stream. You know, like, you have so many opportunities in a week to like actually win an account. So all you have to do is just show up. Best in the business, yes, sir. Yeah, literally, you literally have a chance to win every single day. Sir, can you please check gold once? I'm only trading German footy right now. Gold, I'll only consider at New York Open. Forex or crypto, which do you prefer? It's tough. I do enjoy crypto. I enjoy crypto for sure. Jamie, what's your thoughts on the shutdown in the US? Crazy. That's my thoughts. Crazy. I think this year in general, it's just been a lot of unexpected events that makes trading a lot difficult. So also, like, you also have to consider the trading environment that you're in, right? Like with tariffs, government shut down, all the wars that were going on. So it's quite an interesting time to trade. But again, like, you know, with those environments, it's extremely choppy, it's extremely choppy. So it makes it quite tough. Giveaway giveaway is done for now. We are going to do it again at the end of the stream. So is it appropriate to type email here? Juliet, actually don't stress about it. I thought emails would be a little bit easier in terms of getting in contact, but the team's actually doing pretty well with just like the names. The year going to be Chaos 9, number belongs to Mars. Do you believe in numerology, Jackie? It's quite an interesting take, but time, probably in like an hour. The real Supreme. Maybe I'll get one at the end of the stream. Bro, honestly, like the giveaways aren't how can I say, it's not planned. I literally go through the comments and I see whoever says AquaTV, and if it catches my eye and I see you doing it a lot, then cool. But yeah. That's yourself, or do you want to, with your permission, of course? You're welcome to ask them, Meg. You're welcome to ask them. I watch every day, but I'm not to win. Don't know, bro. Brothers, here's some juice for you. Oh, Indian astrology and numerology. Next year, it's going to be more sun is number one. Oh, okay, that's quite interesting. Yeah, I find numerology interesting, but I wouldn't say I believe it. What's your crush name? So next time I will use her name and it will definitely catch your eye. My crush's name. I'll give you a clue. So it's like a designer. It's like a designer brand. So obviously a girl's name, but a designer brand. If you can guess that, then sure. Where are you from? South Africa originally. No stress, mates. But just keep me in the loop. If you struggle, and then I'll just follow up for you as well. So, are you the current? Yes, I'm currently in German 40 right now. I'm short in the German 40. Here's the setup. Need to send Jaime feedbacks to an. Oh yeah, 100% for Candy Nose. Big sucker. Ah, okay. So Jaime, so you have a private channel? Yeah, I do. Not Zara, definitely not Zara. Chanel, you onto something, Robin. You're not, bro. What do you mean? Where are you from, bro? Son of crypto. Where are you from? No, it's not Gucci. I'll definitely keep in touch. Sweet. Robin got it. Yeah, Robin got it. Good job, bro. But I gave you such a big clue, though. To be fair, sorry. No, it's all good. But like, where I'm curious where you're from. Like, hey, I've been profitable for a few months, new trading the break and retest strat, but I have an issue now. I want to get into crypto, and this strat won't work trading crypto. What should I do? This works in crypto. So, like, honestly, the thing with this strategy is my whole foundation is make it make sense, right? So everything that you do, all the variables that I apply into the chart, all the variables that I apply to the chart, um, makes you actually understand the direction and the narrative of the market. So if you want to get into crypto, you can also try this strategy out with swing trading. And obviously, swing trading, there's value with crypto investments, right? So yeah. Um, how for some reason, what was the first name that? Yeah, well, you got it, bro. You literally got it. Anyone else from Cape Town? Yeah, is anyone else from South Africa this side? Cape Town, Joburg, Pretoria, Durban. So can we increase the resolution video quality, please? It should be peak. Let me check quickly. Um, so I guess I'll jump on and learn your strat for crypto then. Matthias, are you on my Discord, right? Because I remember your surname from stream. What's the other competition password? I tried to look for it everywhere. Competition password? Oh. My name is Jaime, bro. The first country I'm visiting in Africa is definitely South Africa. I back that, to be honest. I think you'll have a great time. How old is AquaFunded? I think AquaFunded's been operating for 4 years, if I'm correct. I feel like it's 4 years. Oh, Matthias. Okay, yes. Just DM me on Discord, bro. You have a personal Telegram? No, I don't. When are you inviting me to your country? We could trade together the whole week. Just I don't know about trading together the whole week, but if you're in South Africa, let me know. We can definitely set something up. SA should be the main country in Africa that you visit. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. What stock is this? A German 40. Brother, just tell me password and keep it between us. This is so funny. I had to put it up. I don't know what the password is. After I completed 700 points, I claimed my 5,000 instant account, but they didn't give it to me, and later they removed me from what toss. What's this though? What company is that with? So do you sell courses? No, I don't. Any giveaway today? Yeah, so we just gave away $70,000 worth of accounts. But we're gonna give away another $70,000 worth of accounts at the end of the stream. I'll win for sure. Bro, give me answer. What answer, bro? All right, German footy is playing out beautifully at the current moment, like really, really nicely. So just a reminder that at TP1, so 295, so probably within this area, right? I want us to move our stop loss to entry, right? Now, I think we did this last time in our very first trade where we moved stop loss to entry. But the reason why we do so is because we try to take risk off the table. All right, we're trying to take risk off the table. So once price comes into this yellow block, your stop loss, let's just say if you entered at 24397, your stop loss will now be at 24395, an example. So if price comes back, you obviously make $0. But if it completely goes back up and it invalidates or if our trade setup is invalid, then you've lost nothing. I know this year I'm coming to taste sushi and visit my favorite place, you say. Where's this? In South Africa? Aditya? Yes, sir. It's AquaTV rewards. I am also on 600 points. I don't know if I get an account on 700. Aqua tasks and rewards. Jaime, how long does it usually take you to pass a two-step challenge? So the longest it took me was a month and a half, right? It's also because I was making really stupid mistakes and stuff. So that's why I say, like, we're all human at the end of the day. We are going to, be silly sometimes. But I would say on average, to pass a two-phase account would probably take me like 3-4 weeks on average. 25% monthly return, as said by Umar Punjabi. Is it possible in forex? 25% monthly return, but the overhead risk is going to be quite high for 25%. Like, I don't think it's not. Or let's just say this, all right? So if you are trading your own capital, 25% return would be quite a significant amount if you're trading obviously large capital. But there's 5 trading days in a week, so 20 days, all right? So 25 divide 20, you would have to make 1.25% every single day, all right? Every single day, which would be not really doable, right? And that's obviously like 1.25% if you're risking on a prop account is really, it's a lot. If you're risking on your own capital, maybe not so much, but like, is 25% worth, like, let's just say if you trade with $1,000, 25% is $250, you know? So you're essentially risking, like, it's not a lot. It's a lot in terms of target, but in profit space, it's a bit unrealistic. In your own capital, it could be, but you would have to risk a lot. That's the thing. Brother, I lost a lot of friends yes, it is 100% normal, bro. 100% normal. People are gonna, like, I think it's such a unique and interesting industry that there's obviously like a lot of like negativity on it. Hidden rules, no. On not full gap yet. Dragon, what account size? Oh, I'm trading on a 200K account. In the beginning, I used to risk 80% of the trade, and if I lose, I go full margin. I did that as well, bro. And you know what that's called? That's called gambling. It's literally called gambling. It's not trading. But I used to do the same when I first started, so don't stress. Um, yeah, I think there's a real fine line between trading and gambling, like a real fine line. Um, but yeah, you just need to try to differentiate that for yourself. Um, what helps you keep your psychology straight in a losing streak? I'd probably say continuously follow your plan, but how long have you been in a losing streak, and is it because of your plan? Um, but the thing is, like, losing is normal, but are you constantly maybe making the losing worse? Like, are you breaking your plan because of that? So it's kind of just being self-aware. So whenever I lose trades, I like to note down why I lost them. Also, like, if I take trades, if I win trades, I note down um, why I took it, why did it play out, what happened with the market, and so on. So you should also do that for losing trades, and then you eventually, like, you understand a lot about yourself. Ah, the volatility on German 40 is just not. How do you deal with FOMO in trading? Um, it's the thing is, again, it's like it's a human i- action. So you'll never ever really be able to completely take FOMO out. But again, if you're aware of it and you see the track record of what FOMO does, then you'll know not to do it, right? Then you'll know not to do it. So, um, yeah, like, I still get FOMO trades. Sometimes I miss a trade just by like a couple points. Sometimes I don't trade and then I see it's like a really great market. So, yeah, money attracts money. Big move coming in New York. What is things, brother? Who introduced you to trading? So I can't actually remember the guy's name, and I'd really like to find him. But I saw this guy on um YouTube, and he was based in the UK. He essentially went to go buy a Mercedes AMG GT, and then he went to Selfridges and bought like a bunch of designer, right? And I was just like, "What? That's so cool! I want that life." And then I saw trading was a thing. I didn't think it was a thing before, and then one of my good friends was day trading Bitcoin, and he made 2 years worth of salary in 1 month through day trading Bitcoin. And I was just like, that's crazy. And it kind of made me want to get into it. So yeah, that's basically how I, well, who got me into trading. What is your news strategy? And for beginners, can so news is quite a sticky topic because um, with news, it's purely based off data, right? So, like for example, with NFP, what I would do is I'll collect all the data, the forecast, the actual thing, and what the market did. So for me, like if I do trade news, I'll look at the previous NFPs. Did they come in higher or lower? And if they came in higher, what did the markets do? If they came in lower, what did the markets do? So that's essentially how I would trade news. Um, Unless I don't recommend anyone to trade during news. Yeah, for sure. It's literally gambling. Uh, News strategy, get inside info and go full margin. What's the trade TF? Can you please explain how to use Fibonacci? Confused. Um, so with Fib, I basically the areas that I use is daily high, daily low. All right, daily high, daily low, and weekly high, weekly low. If your bias is bearish, you take your fib from the bottom to the top, like this. And then if your bias is bullish, you do the opposite. And then if you want fib settings, just take a screenshot of that. That's essentially like my fib settings. News trading is risky, but it's fun too. Yeah, like I'm not like really big into like news trading, to be fair, but I guess there's a time and place. I prefer to trade after news. After news events are still quite tough, though. Do you know? It's still quite tough. Like usually, what I would do, like unless I have a really good, um, like a great week where I can afford to take like a little bit of risk, then I'll trade news. But otherwise, like your standard CPI, PPI, NFP, like I'm out. I'm not trading that. Brother is making sketch for me. Yes, sir. I don't really check if there is news or not. You should. You definitely should. When you make a, I have one on YouTube. If you just type in Jaime Who, you'll see it. How do you quantify your conviction level in trade idea, and how does the measurable conviction direct translate into your position sizing? Position sizing is usually the same in terms of risk. I go between 0.25 and 0.5%, but the main factor that contributes to that is how many confluences I have. So if I have a lot of confluences in a key area, then that'll make me obviously be more confident in the trade and thus leading to a higher risk. But if if I have less confluences, then it's obviously a lower risk. How to participate in giveaway? Just stay at the end of the stream. Just before I leave, I'll be doing the giveaway again. So it's in like 30 minutes roughly. How do you know when to stay out or to stay away from the markets? Is it when your plan or strategy is not presenting itself and you end up forcing it? Yeah, so that's a good question. I would say the thing is, the main point is your bias, right? So if you're confused with your bias, or if you're indecisive with your bias, or you just don't have a bias, then that's the first issue. And I'm not saying it's like a consistent thing. I'm just saying when to stay out, right? So for me, like if I can't have a clear bias and my technical analysis is based off my bias, my trade is based off my bias. So if I don't have a clear bias, then I just don't have a good read on the markets that day and I stay out. So the main thing is just like, do you have a clear bias? Do you know where the market potentially wants to go? If so, do analysis based off that. And if the analysis isn't really aligned or you can't see stuff synergizing, then stay out. What do you think about a trader getting 5 to 10 losses in a row? It happens. Tough times, but it happens. Do you have a YouTube? Yes, I do. Primary indicator, I don't really have an indicator to say to confirm a trade, but indicators I use is the moving averages, so the 50-day and the 200-day moving averages. But otherwise, like I don't really use indicators. I used to though. I used to use like stochastic, oscillator, RSI, like all that stuff. Search your name and it showed me some shorts and songs. My name, like the shorts from my YouTube, or oh, Bollinger Bands, yes. How do you usually determine your daily bias? Um, Weekly highs, weekly lows, daily highs, daily lows. Is it performing better than the previous week, previous day? Where is it trading? Are there patterns on the bigger time frames? Um, is it trading under or above a trend? Fundamentals. So quite a lot, to be honest. On any single trade. Maximum, well, I've risked a lot before, but I like to stay within the 0.25 and 0.5% range. Do you use smart money concepts? I like smart money concepts, but I don't use it. It was a TikTok like short, and there was a girl not. Oh, do you spell my name right? Jaime, Jamehu. If you put my full name, you'll probably see me come up. Do you prioritize a high win rate or a high risk reward ratio? Probably risk reward ratio, to be honest. Like I don't usually look for trades that are like 1-to-1, to be very honest with you. But like reading your question, prioritizing a high win rate would make more sense, right? But I just I'm not a fan of 1-to-ones. 1-to-twos are okay. Like not buzzing about it, but it's okay nonetheless. Um, brother, broker and firm, which is better in long run? Starting or firm is great. I do think that it's always good to have a plan where you funnel, some of your payouts into a brokerage where you essentially build your own prop account. But the access to capital, the profit is pretty unmatched. And also, if you have the skill set to trade, then boom, some nice momentum. Yeah, I like it too. What is your immediate action when your strategy suddenly enters a drawdown phase? Um, Pray, pray and have faith. Pray and have faith. Um, what single cognitive bias, for example, confirmation anchoring, is hardest for you to manage? I'm quite picky with my system, so the stuff like that I use for confirmation is very like very simple. So none really. Is 1 to 2 only 40% win rate keep you highly profitable? Um, mm, yeah, I I'm a big advocate on trying to maximize trades, to be honest. Like, if anyone comes here with like a one-to-one, like, sorry. I lost 2 months, 7 accounts now. I need account. Get one, bro. We're running a special here: 65% of future accounts, 45% of forex accounts. Get one. What is your risk management? Well, depending on the category of the trade, if it's an A plus or B trade, I'll justify my risk, so 0.25 or 0.5%, and then basically once price runs into a significant area, I make sure to protect my positions. That's essentially it. Cut losers quit, let winners run. Yo, I've done that like when I first started trading. It was not great. Like, it was not great. Which is the best trade for beginners, forex or futures, and why? I think forex is a lot slower. It depends what pair you trade, but it's a lot slower, so it might be more easy for you to manage. And then eventually work up towards futures. So can we get a link to your channel? If you just type my name on YouTube, Jaime Who, you'll be able to see it. Countryside. I back that. All right, so we're relatively close to moving our stop loss to entry. The moment we do, we'll do the giveaway, right? So could be in like 2 minutes, could be in 3 minutes, could be in a couple seconds. But once we move our SL to entry, then we can complete the giveaway and then let that trade run. Thanks for the channel, Jamie. Appreciate you sharing. Of course, no stress. Sorry about asking. I never lose an account. My risk reward 1, 2, 3. Okay, nice. Put SL in positive. Yes, that's what it means. How do we enter? Oh, you basically just make sure that you subscribe to the AquaTV YouTube, that you like this video, and then you just type something in the comments, and then whoever types, I don't know, like something, I'll randomly pick, and then boom. I have consistency, so I couldn't enter this trade. Oh, I get that. Bro, I've been trading for about 4 years now. I know my strat works and I've seen it multiple times, but I'm trying to stay consistent. I think it's got to do with my psychology. Consistent in what way? Like, are you not following your trading plan? In what way? What's your best trading psychology hack? Honestly, like, work on yourself, grow mentally, build self-love, have confidence, because that will reflect in your psychology. You guys don't need to spam AquaTV right now, I'll be honest. Only once we move our stop loss to entry. And continue spamming AquaTV. I mean, you can spam AquaTV. Do you try and do more than one trade a day? It just really depends. like I would say like 1 to 2 max. How you avoid overtrading, revenge trading? Just don't do it. Like you human, and I've said this a lot. Like you human, you're going to, but just don't do it because it doesn't lead to good habits. You know, it doesn't lead to good habits at all. Um, if I'm being honest, I'd say I'm not as disciplined as I should be to be giving my strat the time to do the heavy lifting. Okay, so what I would do then, Robin, is have like a set of rules, all right, that you need to follow in order for your strategy to do well. Whether that is waiting for a confluence or only taking a certain amount of trades a day, whatever the case may be, have those rules next to you. Make sure that you follow those rules for a long period of time, because until you follow them for a long period of time, it's just going to be stuff on paper. All right. Um, keep on doing that consistently, and you'll see a shift in your mindset because you're going to be like, everything is structured, everything is planned, um, rather than just freestyling your psychology. So just make sure that you have like a basis point of how to react and act, and then based off that you can start progressing. And maybe it's psychology, maybe it's your analysis, maybe it's the trading environments, whatever the case may be, but it's good to have a plan. What would you say is the best way to keep emotions aside? Keep on trading. Like I think the more hours you clock in with trading and the more you go through, good or bad, it helps you a lot with emotions. So I used to be very, very emotional. Now I'm a little bit like a rock. Um, like trading definitely made me like emotionally numb. Um, brother, if you were to go to your past and this be a dream, then will you still choose forex? Uh, probably. If I could have a different career choice, I would definitely take it. Like I would probably be like a rapper or something, you know what I'm saying? Or like professional like poker player. But yeah, I'd probably still choose forex just because it's like, I'm not saying it's easy, but it's very doable. Um, how did you come to sticking to your current trading strategy? I want to assume you tried a few. Yeah, like my strategy, I just compounded over years. It was never the same, but I added different elements that are so valuable. So yeah. Um, your say on algo trading, sir. Great company, but I don't use them. Okay, so we're pretty close to moving SL to entry. What do you say? Do you say we do the giveaway now? I'd say so, right? Okay. So again, every single day we're going to be giving away 250K and 4 10K accounts, right? Honestly, guys, just come on stream. You can watch, you can learn, and then whenever you hear the streamer saying, "Look, it's time for the giveaway," just be active, right? Make sure that you subscribed. Make sure that you do like the video, because you don't want to win something and then let it get taken away from you because you didn't do the bare minimum. All right. So again, we start with the 50K and then 2 10Ks. Type in something in the chat. I'm just randomly gonna look. Free Movie Junction, boom. All right, Free Movie Junction. You want a 50K account. pre-movie junction. Alex, you want a 10K? And who's at the bottom here? Sina, Sina Chaim, you want a 10K as well? All right, guys. So, if you didn't win, come back to the stream later today. There'll be another streamer be doing the same thing, or come back tomorrow, and obviously there'll be a different winners. These are the winners for today. Congratulations, guys. And then with regards to German 40, just move your stop loss to entry. So I want you guys to move your stop loss to entry. What that means is the original stop loss was at 24502. All right. If I can. 24502. Now it is in profit. SL2 entry. All right, guys. So that's the London stream. Again, 65% of future accounts, 45% of forex accounts. These sales aren't gonna last forever, so make sure to maximize it. Congratulations to all the winners. We gave away $140,000 in accounts today, which is pretty freaking crazy. And then we're gonna do it again later today, and then again tomorrow. Right? So make sure that you come to the streams. Again, like, subscribe, and trades running profit. It's risk free. You shouldn't lose anything. At TP1, TP2, just comment in the YouTube video when you hit TP1 and TP2. I would love to come back and see those comments on the video. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time. All right, for London Open. Take care, guys.